Whether you're surviving a war-torn city or trekking through a post-apocalyptic wasteland, the end should always be satisfying to reach. With this in mind, we've gathered the 10 survival games on the Play Store and App Store that best exemplify this genre. So whether you're a fan of fast-paced action, deep and immersive storytelling, or just love to explore new worlds, there's something on this list for you. So sit back, grab a snack, and let's dive in. Kicking off the list at number 10, Undawn. Undawn is the new survival RPG from Tencent and Lightspeed and Quantum Studios. Through spectacular graphics, this title promises immersion in an open world that is being destroyed by zombies and other extremely dangerous creatures. You need to work with your teammates to shoot and destroy all the enemies in different locations while trying to survive in this hostile environment. In Undawn, you have to respond to the distress signal that is coming from inside the Raven shelter. Its people are in danger, and there are numerous factions trying to spread chaos in the city. Roman, Tom, Kane, Yevgeny, and other main characters will try to make the most of their weapons to cut down each and every rival who tries to wipe you out. The game boasts an intuitive control system that is completely adapted for mobile devices. Breaking into number 9, we have Earth Revival. Earth Revival is a third-person action game that takes you into a science fiction universe where you control one of the few survivors of the alien invasion that left civilization on the edge of destruction. In this survival video game, you will have to explore all kinds of open-world sceneries, while collecting resources and fighting all kinds of threats. This open-world game has an essential cinematic part regarding the narrative, as this is one of its strongest points. The story that you gradually discover in Earth Revival will introduce you to all of the lore and involve you in all the events that will happen. What's more, its video scenes are of the highest quality, which will increase this feeling even more. Coming in at number 8, we have Last Island of Survival. This is an online survival game that's clearly inspired by Ark or Utopia Origin. This game challenges you to survive on an island full of danger. Hunger and the animals on the island will definitely make it harder on you, but without a doubt, the rest of the players should be your main concern. As is usual with strategy-based games in Last Island of Survival, you'll need to collect a bunch of different materials including wood, leather, rock, steel, copper, etc. You can use these materials to build basically anything you'd like. In construction mode, you can build walls, floors, ceilings, stairs, locked doors, beads, work tables, and much more. In fact, one of your first missions will be to build your own home. That way, if your character dies, he'll resurrect at home. Next up at number 7, we have Aurora. Aurora is an action-adventure game in which we leave our planet behind to visit different galaxies with an astronaut. While online, we will be able to establish links with other players and together explore spectacular landscapes full of elements. In addition, the title allows us to collect multiple objects that we will use to build resources that in turn will improve each intergalactic space. The graphics are generated using Unreal Engine 4, which provides a great level of realism to each location. After defining our astronaut's appearance, we will be ready to set the location where we want our spacecraft to land. Once we reach our new destination, we will have to explore all the corners of the map in order to define the route that the explorer will take freely. Down to number 6, we have Micro Survivor. Micro Survivor is an action-adventure game where you must cross a universe from a different perspective than usual. Specifically, in this game, you'll control a girl whose height has decreased until she's virtually the same size as the smallest of insects. The main character in this game must advance to recover her original height, which she lost due to a strange experiment, all while fighting against the most unsuspected enemies. This game displays the measurements of each object or creature that you spot on your character's path, so you'll always have a clear reference to gauge whether you can handle different actions. Additionally, the controls are very simple since you just need to tap the joystick to move and press the action buttons to perform certain special moves. Moving on to number 5, we have Mission Evo. Mission Evo is a survival game inspired by titles like Rust that will allow you to test your survival skills on Android. Building different bases and joining forces with other characters, you will try to overcome this virtual world's dangers in the purest Last Island of Survival style. In the game, you will soon realize how much work the game development team has put into the visuals. You are nothing but in front of one of the first video games for Android developed under the Unreal Engine 5. This leap in technology will allow you to enjoy impressive textures that will provide outstanding realism to each scene in which you are immersed. Throughout the game you play in Mission Evo, you will also have to pay special attention to the construction of your base. At number 4, we have Lost in Blue. This is a 3D survival MMORPG that puts you in control of a survivor of a terrible plane crash. Here's the recap. An airplane full of passengers crashed on a heavenly island, or so it seems. It won't take you long to discover that the island is anything but paradise. Both the mechanics and the development of Lost in Blue are very reminiscent of the popular game Last Day on Earth and other similar titles. The main difference is that this time your mission is to survive on an island full of monsters, much like the infected on The Last of Us. To survive, make sure you collect food and water, as well as many other elements that you can use to build a raft to escape and a shelter to spend the nights, among other things. And of course, you also have to make all kinds of weapons and armor. All the zombies on the map. Additionally, the game's cinematographic scenes will show you parts of the storyline that guide ZOZ Final Hour's narrative. Each of the zombie fights will show you different informative graphics. Like this, one of the objectives that you must complete will always be present, so you can progress onto new missions. And that concludes our list of the top 10 survival games of 2023. We hope you enjoyed this video and discovered some exciting new games to add to your collection. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more gaming content, reviews, and news. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.